in the first place? Because I've actually had 10 different people give me 10 different explanations on the show, but I would like to hear the brain surgeon talking about the subconscious mind.
All right. So, again, there are layers in the brain. What is the conscious mind? Okay. The conscious mind does the following activities. The first, the conscious mind has memory. Second, the conscious mind has intelligence, the ability to, do things. Third, the conscious mind controls body movements. All right. Okay. If I had to give a simple example, if the conscious mind is on the stage, a play that is happening or a music concert, whatever's happening at the back of the stage is the subconscious mind. So there is a lot happening in the background that is letting you do all these things that your conscious mind is doing. All right. Now, in the subconscious mind, what all is there? So there is a huge lot of data. Okay. Now, this data is of everything that has happened in the past. Okay. So whatever has happened in childhood, everything that has happened, in particular, the relationship with the parents. They found that, our relationship with our parents is one of the fundamental programming of our subconscious brain. Okay. And then all the events, the hurts, the pains, the traumas, the joys, and the sorrows, they are all in the subconscious mind. They are at the back. You don't see them every day, but they are there. And they are influencing what is happening to your conscious mind. So your conscious mind, right now, whatever you're thinking, our conscious mind is active. But at the back end, there is a huge lot of data which is now controlling what is happening in the front end. All right. Now,
this is the psychology-based explanation, right?
This is the psychology. Now there's the neuroscience-based explanation. So now when do you get to see your subconscious? It's difficult to see your subconscious, but the time when you really get a sense of it is in dreams. Okay. Because in your dreams, a lot of your subconscious starts playing up. Now, with regard to dreams, there are two views. There is the old Freudian view, which actually looks at it as just repressed emotions and, it's a more psychological view. But today, there is a more neuroscience view, a neuroscience perspective to what is happening in our dreams. So basically, in our daytime, in our awake time, not daytime, the brain is working. There's so much happening. There is emotions, there is interaction, there is changes, there is a lot of stuff happening. Now, in the night when you sleep, housekeeping needs to be done because, whatever's happened in the day, the subconscious mind actually takes all that and stacks it, stores it. There are different parts of the brain. There's something called the hippocampus, which is, it's like a seahorse shape, which stacks memory, literally shelves the memory. There's the amygdala that's concerned with raw emotions and fear and everything else. There's the hypothalamus that controls the pituitary gland that is, concerned with a lot of our emotional stuff. This whole thing is called the limbic system. So what is happening is in the night, all that is getting sorted.
So through the day, your limbic system is getting overloaded just through your experiences of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in the night, a lot of this has to be either got rid of or it has to be stored. Because in the night, the brain has deleted that. Okay. And so what happens in the night, again, our sleep has got two parts. There is, I did a podcast with you on sleep. There is the non-REM part and there is the REM part. So, both have dreams, but it's the REM sleep, the dreams in the REM sleep, which is what we remember, which again, the key part of the subconscious is actually the emotional content. So if you see your dreams, you'll notice they're always emotionally charged. There is always some emotion tagged to it, Also, our dreams are more visual, less sound. You'll actually see images. It's things in motion, but there's always an emotion, right? And of course, now dreams is a separate topic all by itself, what it means.
Okay, can I have a go at it?
Yeah.
Until this point, just to be sure that I'm with you.
Yeah.
So effectively, you go through experiences throughout your life, but also every single day. Now, all that is cumulatively stored in what we theoretically call the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind originally is a theory from the world of psychology.
Yes.
It's basically what goes into forming your own human personality and character, and it's heavily dependent on your relationship with your parents, all your life's experiences, etc.
Yeah.
So you'll hear a lot of modern day psychologists and life coaches saying, hey, program your subconscious mind. I think what they're effectively trying to do is feed in positive memory, feed in positive data, feed in positive content, so that in that scrambled egg of memories that you're making, you put in something tasty, something tastier. Because eventually, whatever goes on in your subconscious mind will determine the actions of your conscious mind.
Absolutely.
So
Very well said. Yeah.
the ability to work hard or go for that big business that you wanted to open or take that risk in life or ask out that girl, those are decisions of your conscious mind, which are affected heavily by all your memories, your parental relationship, the content you're watching, etc., etc. But in terms of the biology, as of now, we know that yes, the limbic system heavily contributes to affecting your subconscious mind daily
Through its emotions. Yeah.
through its emotions.
Yeah.
And every single day, your limbic system is getting highly stimulated. When you sleep well at night, your limbic system processes all this and showcases it to your conscious brain as emotionally charged dreams.
Absolutely.
Effectively, coming back to the subconscious mind, I don't think we fully understood the physical nature of the subconscious mind yet.
No, so the subconscious mind is not in a spot. Like, see, our speech area, I can say there's something called the Broca speech area. It's in the left side of the brain. So you can say speech area, one part, right? Our say visual area is the occipital lobe. You can say occipital lobe there, all right? The subconscious mind derives its data or stores its data in all of this. Okay, so you can't isolate, you can't take a spot and say this is the subconscious mind. I mean, in other words, there is no anatomical location for the subconscious mind. There is an anatomical location for other things like our executive decision making, our intelligence is in the frontal lobe, our sensations are in the parietal lobe. Below that is the thalamus, which is also a sensory relay station. So all sensations go through that. So basically, all our sensations go through a sensory relay station called the thalamus, which then sends it to the brain.
Gotcha.
All except smell. That's why smell is a very powerful smell. Smell is the only sensation that bypasses the thalamus and goes straight to the brain. So smell is a very, very powerful sensation that is completely ignored in neuroscience, but it's very powerful.
That's why perfumes play a love and romance.
Yes, play a big role.
The practical question for you, sir, is how does one program the subconscious mind according to you now?
So the subconscious mind gets programmed by what has happened in the conscious mind. So you can't get into the subconscious mind and program it. You can see that the inputs to the subconscious mind through your conscious mind are appropriate, which you just said. So if you're going to have happy experiences, if you're going to look at everything from the positive side of life, all right, then over a period of time, those things will go into your subconscious. So the subconscious gets its feed from the conscious, but it gets stored there for a long time without you even knowing. So right now we are only aware of what's happening in your conscious mind. You're not aware because the subconscious mind has got data stored from since you were a kid.
My response to the same question is that this is the actual biology behind, hey, you're an average of the 5 people you hang out with the most.
Absolutely.
Or, hey, your parents' personality reflects in your own nature.
Yes.
Or, hey, you are an outcome of the content you consume.
Yes.
This is
Completely.
So all these aspects of life program your subconscious mind into operating your conscious mind and taking your life to where it's meant to go. Okay. So obviously, if you watch a lot of motivational content, if you watch a lot of content around growth, that's who you'll become. And if you watch content that's simply based on entertainment, perhaps it has its place in life. But if it's empty entertainment all the time, it probably leads to some kind of emptiness in terms of your conscious mind's actions. Perhaps.
No, it's very true. I'll just give you an example. So when we were in school, we had no environmental sciences. Like when we studied, I think when you were in school, you had
Yeah.
EVS, right?
Yeah.
So there is a big difference between my approach to the environment and my daughter's. Okay. She is so conscious about everything environmental. And we are not conscious at all because in school we never studied it. So in our subconscious, there is no environment consciousness. All right. Whereas in your generation, it is.
Yeah.
It's because you were taught that at school. All right.
Another surface level example of this exact thing. We had Suman Agarwal ma'am, who's one of the country's top nutritionists. She said that the country that deals with the least number of obesity issues is Japan. And the corollary is that Japanese students are put through a nutrition course in their first and second grade.
Exactly. Yeah.
All school
I've
curriculum
heard about that. Yeah.
includes nutrition as a core concept.
So that's all the subconscious programming.
Okay.
So the answer to your question is you can't reach the subconscious directly. You have to get to it through your conscious.
I think this is perhaps the most important parenting lesson out there as well.
Absolutely.
That you can literally program your kid into being a type A personality.
Absolutely.